Good afternoon, good morning, or whatever time you're watching this. It is your friend here, the DOUG, here for his Money in the Bank pay-per-view picks. Money in the Bank is this Sunday night, live and only on pay-per-view. Now, before we continue, before I even get to the picks, let's all remember that Mr. Kennedy, I left his name out in that little opening for a reason. He is the only man to win Money in the Bank, but not be able to cash it in. If you recall, he lost his briefcase to Edge. So, in case anybody asks why I didn't have Kennedy in that list. Now, there are right now, count them, 5 matches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 matches. Let's talk about them. First, let's talk about the pre-show tag team match for the Tag Team Championship. Kofi, Kingston, and R-Truth, aka The Booming Truth, is taking on him. I don't really care about this one, folks. I'm not showing any careness for this match. To me, it should have been Kofi and R-Truth versus the Primetime Players. But, for whatever reason, that's not happening. I'm taking Kofi and R-Truth. I don't want to even spend as much time on this as I have to. Moving on. Before we can even get to the title matches, I'm going to talk about the Money in the Bank ones. Let's talk about the WWE Championship contract match for Money in the Bank. Oh boy. Only 4 people. Big Show, Kane, Chris Jericho, and Cena. My big problem with this, one, there's only 4 guys in it. That could hurt them. Simply because of the fact of you really don't have anyone who's going to be doing high spots. But then again, most of them in the SmackDown match, and I'll get to that later. I know most fans, depending who you ask, particularly on Wrestling Rule Breakers, there's a shout out, or on WCC Wrestling Community Center. There's two shoutouts right there for the people I'm in. I guarantee you ask them, no one's picking Cena. And I'm not picking Cena either. If Cena wins, I hope he becomes the first one to cash in and fails. That'd be so awesome and hilarious, I think. Now I say that because Cena doesn't really know what he's doing. I don't think he should be in a Money in the Bank match. To me, he's only been in one ladder match, and Edge had to carry him, in my humble opinion. Big Show, because Big Show, I know Big Show's been in Money in the Bank matches, but God, he's never won it. He's too fat. Not in all nations. Kane's won it before. Jericho, who came up with the idea, so he says, but she probably did, because he's Chris Jericho. He's the best in the world. He's the greatest Canadian wrestler of all time, besides Bret Hart and Owen Hart and one other guy who I'm not going to mention, because I might get censored. That's my opinion, though. I'm taking Chris Jericho. He's been in a lot of them. He has not won it. I think this is his time to win it. If he does, I think he will cash it in that night, or he might cash in on the 1000th episode of Raw just to make it more historic. Now, of course, there are rumors that if Punk and Daniel Bryan is the first WWE title match, and Daniel Bryan wins the title, many people believe Punk will sneak in the Money in the Bank ladder match and go in. Because remember, it says only former WWE champions can be in it. So there's a chance we could still see Rey Mysterio or The Miz show up for the pay-per-view if Miz can get away from doing the Marine Theory, and if Rey actually shows up, since his suspension is over. And unfortunately, Randy Orton's suspended, so nope, that ain't happening. Batista don't wrestle there anymore, he's out, and Undertaker, he's too old. Speaking of the WWE title match, AJ is this guest referee, and it's CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan. You know what? I think AJ's going to win the WWE title on this one. I'm kidding, but man, I'm loving her storyline they're doing with this. They're doing very well with it, in my humble opinion. I think CM Punk's going to win it, though. I'm starting to actually like Daniel Bryan. I mean, at least his in-ring work. I'm still not a fan of his mic work, to my humble opinion. But that is my opinion. I know I've never taken the guy's in-ring ability away. He's one of the great guys right now. But, don't like his in-ring work. But Punk, I think, will win it, though. Like I said, I think Punk is due for a long reign. I think they at least want him. I don't see him losing it to, I would say, if he doesn't lose it on the 1000th episode of Raw next week, I think he will lose it at SummerSlam. But that's my opinion. Next, the SmackDown Money in the Bank contract for the World title. Damien versus Tyson Kidd versus Christian versus Santino Marella versus Alberto versus Cody Rhodes versus Dolph Ziggler versus Sin Cara. Oh, God. Okay, I'm just going to say it right now. Christian's not winning it. He's got a title. He's out. Santino's got a title. I'm not picking him either. He's out. I like Albert. Always have. But USA fans just can't get behind him. If this was in Japan, I'm sure he would have been the favorite, but not happening. So I got to, unfortunately, take him out. Damien. He's the rookie. He's one of the two dark horses to me, along with Tyson Kidd. Sin Cara, I see Sin Cara hurting himself, doing something stupid off the ladder and he hurts his leg. Now, of course, there was rumors going around that Wade Barrett could show up and take one of the guys out of the match and go and take his place, put Edge. If he does that, I think he's either going to take Kidd or Sin Cara out and win it. Now, if Wade Barrett does not show up, you see that I left two guys left, Cody Rhodes and Ziggler. To me, are this close to being on the stardom, to being where the lights are on bright. This is one of them, their chance. And I like both men. But if I have to pick one, I am picking Ziggler. He is here to show the world, and he is the greatest heel right now in the WWE working. I mean, if you don't like Ziggler, I don't know what's wrong with you. I really don't. But that is my opinion, though. So last match, World Heavyweight title, Sheamus versus Alberto whatever. We were supposed to have this match at the last pay-per-view, but Del Rio got a concussion. That's why Ziggler had it and almost won the World title to begin with. Now, here's my problem with this. You got Sheamus, who most people believe he's only world champion because he's good buddies with Triple H, and they work out together. They're friends. Oh, I'm friends with the game. Oh. Well, Del Rio, who comes from a good line of Mexican wrestlers and down in Mexico, but it doesn't get the respect from the USA fans, I believe. Because of the destiny and all that. Whatever. Now, as much as I like Alberto Del Rio, I think Sheamus is going to win this and keep the title for a little bit longer. Till whoever wins Money in the Bank catches it in that night and wins the damn thing, like I'm predicting. I believe whoever wins the WWE title Money in the Bank, they're going to wait till the 1000th episode of Raw. The SmackDown one, I believe they're going to cash it in on that night and win it. But that is my opinion. So just as a recap, I have Kofi and R-Truth, the Booming Truth, keeping the belts. Sheamus keeps the belt against Del Rio, but I believe somebody will cash it in and he'll lose it. CM Punk keeps the WWE title till the next night on Raw. Chris Jericho wins the Raw Money in the Bank. And as far as for the SmackDown, Wade Barrett wins it if he comes back. If not, I got Mr. Perfection, Mr. Heel himself, the man here to show the world how he is and to show off, Dolph Ziggler. Those are my picks for this Sunday Money in the Bank. And until next time when I see you for WWE SummerSlam, it's your boy the DOUG signing out. Have a great weekend and have a good day.